Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I am so glad you're here. Today's date is Friday, September 8th, 2023. This is a day when I'm going to do more than one video, guaranteed. There's a lot going on. I've been looking forward to a time when I can't, in good conscience, only do one topic video. And I'm hoping that today is the start of that trend. All right, let's talk about the first video here. This first one is going to be examining the wonderful renewal of Executive Order 13848, which people were wondering if it would happen. You see, now for a little background, and I know not every viewer is in the United States. In the United States, laws are passed through a process that can be cumbersome, because sometimes there is a need for faster action or to get past stalling actions by political factions. Executive orders can be signed into law by the commander-in-chief, the president. And they usually have, unless they're canceled, a one-year duration. That was the case with Executive Order 13848, which had several components to it. We'll go over it here in just a minute with the share screen. And people wondered if it would be again renewed, because it had to be renewed or it expired. It was renewed. And I'm not surprised that it was. I firmly believe that 46 is not our true commander-in-chief. If you think he is, then my content probably isn't something you want to waste your time on. I believe that the person playing the part of 46 and the shenanigans that are allowed don't include something as impactful as letting important executive orders expire. I also don't think that they have access to football codes. Thank goodness. Well, let's go to my compilation. And it's by no means all the information that's out there. It just lets you know how I got on this particular topic, where my curiosity is. And as always, if you'd like to look at closer detail of this compilation, just click on the Facebook link that's in the YouTube video description box, and you can do that. And if not, I don't go anywhere strange. I don't use any wonderful search engines that aren't available to you. You can always do your own searching. Okay, and I'm kind of hoping you do, but I'll facilitate the process until you do. Okay, 1 second, let's go to that share screen. All right, Executive Order 13848. Here is the White Hat announcement, the press release about it. It was continued. This date is September 8th, yesterday's date. And it talks about foreign interference in our elections, and that can undermine public confidence in the United States elections. Boy, have we hit that precipice. Okay, so you can look at it here. This is the official White House press releases. And then I have another, I found a really good tweet. I've included in my compilation a third one that was done by Derek Johnson. He was a little more, I told you so, and I want to be informative. I mean, I like the information that Derek brings, but let's look here at Awakened Outlaw. Consider what's on the line, big picture, and the fact that this emergency executive order is absolutely central to it all, as this branch of the service is directly connected to the compromised 2020 balloting process, or at least the part involved with penetrating their firewall to then record all balloting related activity without our own compromised government knowing. But that's a whole other part of this, related to the novel or Orion SolarWinds hack back in, wait for it, 2019. As well, that would have been the when where we were able to set up what I like to refer to as digital duck lines behind enemy lines a year prior to the election, laying in wait, all without the cabal having a clue. Trust me when I tell you that the deep state is fully aware that this particular order is a pillar in as much as it is an integral part of the larger operation to bring them down. They do anything, and I mean anything, to end it if they could, but they didn't. Okay. I'm going to stop there. There's a little more to it. And remember, if you watched my recent read about Space Force, the Posse Comitatus Act, which kept branches of the military from getting involved in like this election watching, the Space Force wasn't part of that at that time. Space Force isn't covered by that. So any balloting situations that were monitored by Space Force were absolutely legal, will be allowed to be presented in any court. And it's kind of exciting times. So here's what I'd like to ask the universe, just to give us insights and information about the renewal of these executive orders, especially 13848. And is this a soft reveal of where the true power lies? And are there other insights and information the universe wants us to know? So is this a soft reveal that devolution is indeed a fact, and that our power structures are not what they're publicly proclaimed to be? We should get a really hard yes on that. And then other insights and information the universe wants us to know. Okay, let's find out together. I'm going to change camera, move the cat, and we'll find out. Okay, Executive Order 13848. Is its renewal a soft reveal about the true power paradigms going on in my country, plus other insights and information the universe wants us to know? Okay, we have the Four of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. Lots of agreement cards showing up already. All three of these can signify agreements. Then we have the Two of Cups, Judgment, the Sun, Five of Pentacles, and Eight of Cups. Okay, I will discuss what these cards are telling me, and then we'll pull another couple cards to see if there's further insights and information. This read again is specific to Executive Order 13848, and we asked if it was a reveal kind of about the power structure that's going on. With the numerous twos showing up here, and even the 20 that signifies judgment is 2 10s. Yeah, there's definitely two systems of government at play. There's the one that the mainstream is telling us about. Then there is the actual one where some of our important powers lie, and that are keeping at least some of the shenanigans that the deep state and cabal want to pull at bay, if not totally mitigated. So we have the Four of Wands, signifying the agreement and that this is a very positive thing that's happened, the renewal. Okay. It looks like, if necessary, it's going to be renewed a couple more times if it needed to be. Okay, the recent past, we have the Two of Cups, again, a card of agreement and a nice balancing of energies here, the male and the female, okay, with some heavenly inspiration. So the Judgment card shows up again, showing that in the background, things are moving and shaking, guys. That's one of the reasons I'll be doing more than one video today. Very much a lot of activity going on. Nothing to worry about. Look at the near future here. We have the Sun card showing up. A card, first of all, major arcana, and it's showing success, love, caring for innocent life, you know, and really we humans are innocence as far as what we've been allowed to learn and know of our potential and to explore it. And then the Five Pentacles on either side. So we've got some insights showing up about this. First of all, this is a card where you willingly put up with some hardships. rather than give in to an easier system. That definitely typifies white heart behavior. Absolutely. It isn't easy to buck the status quo and to call out corruption and keep that line so firmly, in the sand and your resolve. But they've done it. They've absolutely done it. In fact, there is a turning back to some extent of the authority and definitely the dominance that the deep states had in the past. They're going to have to go up and lick their wounds a little bit. Okay, their time is coming to an end. The other cards, we have the Five of Cups, which signifies quite often Mr. 46. He's not very happy, and look, Tower moment coming. Another reason with all the things happening, Tower is usually indicates something coming from above, definitely an impactful situation. The 13848 has been integral to freezing assets of those who interfered and did crimes against humanity. And it's one of the reasons why there's a fewer representation of countries bringing goods into the country, because once they're on that list and recognized as having interfered in our elections, they forfeit those commercial goods. That was one of the reasons there have been so many ships that just don't seem to unload and make it beyond the international waters into the United States these days. Interesting stuff, huh? So let's recap. We were looking into asking for insights and information about Executive Order 13848, which was announced to be renewed yesterday, even though that is the last thing that any deep state player and operative desired. So we said, is this a soft reveal that there has been a shift and some attainments going on? Now, it was interesting how the cards chose to show up. We have the Four of Wands, which is a card of attainment and success. We had a lot of success cards show up. Now, the Two of Pentacles, just to me, that's often a balancing act, but I just felt like it was a reassurance to us that if it needs to be renewed again, it will be. Don't worry about it, okay? Because it's so needed. It is such a powerful instrument of attaining some justice and course corrections that it's not going to go away. Not going to go away. As much as the 46 and the powers that the puppet masters 446 would like that. Recent past, we had the Two of Cups show up, a card again of agreement, balance, and a good energy balance going on. So they realized that to maintain the forward motion we want, the changes we want, this had to happen. It was never really in doubt. As a result of this, the current situation is the Judgment card, which is still being exacted against those who interfered with balloting and processes involved with that. That's not going away, not at all. Near future is looking really good, guys. We have the Sun card show up, a card of success and positive outcomes. There's no way to read this any way but as a win-win-win. So yeah, this renewal, it doesn't mean that it's just sitting on the books. It's actively being used, and it's being used to get that judgment. Some insight cards we had. As a result of the renewal, okay, just a nod to the fact that those of us that are awake, that knew to look at a marker like this, we've chosen to bypass some of the standard narratives and storylines and go our own way. Good for us. This one I felt like typified more the opposite, the deep state. They're taking a little time off to lick their wounds. This was not a happy moment for them when this renewal went through and they were compelled to announce it. Often, this is my 46 card. Okay. Spilled cups, better watch out, you might trip over them. And the Tower card showing up. So again, this executive order is very powerful. It's impactful. It is contributing to some Tower situations for individuals, if not the complete and structural composition of the deep state cabal itself. So there we have it, some decent information from the universe about Executive Order 13848. So I thank you so much. That's it for this video. I'll be doing another one shortly, so watch for it, even if YouTube chooses not to announce it. But there will be at least 2 going up today. Also, just a little quick shout out. Earlier this week, I spoke with my friend Linda Paris. She's got McAllister TV, and you can find her on the site that ends with "it-shoot" and starts with the second letter of the alphabet. So we talked about some of the shenanigans planned by the deep state involving infectious situations, and we talked about protective energy, and it was kind of an interesting conversation. If you haven't caught it already and you'd like to, that's where to find it, on that other site. So I thank you so much for your time and your attention and your patience, as I have to sometimes speak carefully and kind of skirt words that could cause problems with the various algorithms that are in play. And I do appreciate that very much. And I appreciate each and every one of you. So take heart, guys. We're not just holding the line anymore. It's moving forward, and we're part of it. So until next time, love and light and everything bright. Bye.